watching InuYasha be like, well, shit! Thanks for spoiling it for me before I fucking watch it! We're back. Not much has changed. The background hasn't changed. It's almost like we shot this last week. So, hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here. Welcome back to the InuYasha vlogs. And today's episode is another filler. And looking forward to see what we have to do to talk about this one. But this time around, as I watch the InuYasha vlogs, I'm actually taking notes on my phone so I can know what the hell I'm talking about. So, because some of these filler episodes, man, they are just... good. I mean, the first one was kind of a good start, but this one's a little bit more like, okay, can we just get to the plot? And I feel like what might have happened is that maybe they were still writing the main arcs and they just needed some filler to pad the time to give them more time to write. I don't know. I don't know how half the production of this show runs, especially because it's in Japan, but yeah, this episode is basically Tempest in the Mist, which sounds like a Land Before Time sequel title. But in this one, we have it where there is another demon that needs to be slain or exorcised as a little job for them as they continue, our heroes continue their quest on this for the Sacred Jewel Shards. But this one does something a little bit more interesting. It basically has a bit more build-up in chemistry with the relationship of Sango and Moroku. And it was hinted at that they were kind of having a thing in Season 2, but this episode kind of clarifies that they are sort of a thing. They are hitting it off, and it is a very mild relationship, but it's not like 100%, it's not 100%, what's the word, like, confirmed. Like, they're just kind of fucking around. Because still, Moroku is still at it with the ladies, and Sango's just like, stop fucking doing that. And, you know, it's just, that's just Moroku's thing. That's his trait. That's part of the InuYasha drinking game. But in this one, we have to deal with a mist demon that has been causing ruckus, and on top of that, Moroku has been flirting with this woman. And it turns out, obviously the big shock is, the woman is a demon. Like, is the demon, the mist demon that's been causing ruckus, and even then, you know, it's still a bit of a problem, but it turns out her true form is a coyote. So, Wiley, eat your heart out. I wonder if, like, so did this demon get all his abilities from the Acme Corporation? I don't know. I'm not gonna be honest, guys. This episode, there's not much to talk about. I can't really describe too much about what happens here because it's just a big mist cloud. That can kind of sum up the episode. It is literally and figuratively a mist cloud. Nothing happens. It is a misfire. This is definitely one of the weaker episodes of Season 3 so far as I've seen. I've only watched 2 episodes and they're both filler, and it's just like, ugh, brilliant start. But, I mean, to be fair, again, this is sort of a, much like last week's episode was a Shippo-themed episode, this one, while it is dealing with the chemistry and relationship between Sango and Moroku, it is mostly a Moroku story, which is pretty cool, but at the same time, again, big ball of nothing, and try as they might, you know, the late Kirby Muro did such a great job here. I thought, you know, he was a decent actor. He was really good in this, so give him props on that end. Kelly Sheridan, or was it Kelly? Yeah, Kelly Sheridan, who voices Sango, still really good, although there's a later episode that actually she does a hell of a lot better. But yeah, it's just a simple premise, you know, slay the demon, Sango Moroku's relationship. Again, I've got nothing, guys. I've got absolutely nothing. It is a pure comedic, chemistry-built episode that doesn't add really anything to the plot. Hell, the first, like, half of this episode, I think, is just a recap of what happened, because we need to get the characters, like, going on what happened so far, so that's a little bit of a downgrade, in my personal opinion, on this episode. So it's just, you know, I get it, because you want to get new people on board who may have watched the first movie in theaters and now have to catch up with the show, and I understand that. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, this episode is pointless. There is one element in the storyline that's a key plot point in the next few episodes, and that, of course, being Sango's weapon during the battle was severely damaged and cracked. So she actually, later on, has to go take some time off to reforge her Hyadicoats, which is her giant boomerang thing. So that's at least a plot that'll pay off later on. I don't know. I haven't watched Disc 2 yet. I'm filming these all at once, but that's kind of, essentially what happens in this episode. It's just kind of like, that's the only key plot point. Oh no, Hyadicoats is kind of cracked. I guess you gotta go reforge it because it's made from all these demon bones. So, that's really it. Like, there's nothing to say about this episode. It is a big ball of mist that leads to nowhere. And at least next week is actually going to be a pretty interesting arc that I get to talk about. So, that's this episode. This is one of the weaker ones. This is definitely about a 3 out of 10. It is not my personal favorite. It is a big ball of nothing. I could even say, skip it. Just skip it. You know, it's not worth your time. So, that's it for this vlog. I went on as much as I can. And of course, guys, let me know your thoughts about Tempest in the Mist in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to support our Patreon and see these episodes early, as well as other videos, $1 or more will get you early access to all of our content, as well as other special features. They will go towards an InuYasha fan film down the line, as well as supporting our channel. So, that's it, guys. So, tune in next week when we take a look at our first arc in the series. Even though you can't really call it an arc, it's a filler arc, which is insane, but it is a very entertaining arc nonetheless. So, until the next video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off saying, if John Carpenter directed this and made it like The Fog, might have been a little bit better. A little extra point. Later.